Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion for all things cruise and travel.
Today we are at the Overseas Passenger Terminal in Sydney, ready to board this beautiful ship behind us, the Majestic Princess. We're on a 3-day Seacation. It goes to Eden and back, or a 3-night Seacation. New ship for us, we haven't been in this, but we will bring you all the action and all the venues, well, as many as we can anyway, in 3 days, from the Majestic Princess. We've moved down the queue and we're now in a snaky sort of queuing sort of system on the way into the terminal entry, which is over here. The guys are loading up the suitcases. I'm not sure how careful they were with some of them, but they got these big trolleys loading up the suitcases to go onto the ship. I don't know how much more queuing there is when we're inside, but this snaky little bit of thing is moving quite quickly now. We are inside the terminal building now. There's another snaky little queue in here. It has taken us just short of an hour to get to here, an hour queuing outside the terminal, and it looks like there's still a big queue in there. But this snaky bit here, it's not too bad. Some of the lines are still fairly empty at the moment. Now we go up an escalator to the upper floor. It's only a short escalator, just up here. And I assume this is into the departure hall. And there, check in to the left. Off we go, off to the left to check in. Looks fairly busy in here. We'll see how we go. We did join the general queue, but because I'm elite status, we get priority boarding, so we're now in the priority boarding queue. Saves us a bit of time, it's a bit shorter.
Robert skipped ahead of me a million miles an hour and showed his pass to the guy and went jaunting through. And I come tottering up behind and went, I'm with him.
This is a cover.
No, Sherlock.
There isn't the same level of engagement with the fancy shirts in Sydney as we get in Brisbane. So, in fact, I can't see anybody else in fancy shirts. But that's okay, we're cool with what we're wearing, we're good. Okay, check-in was easy through the priority queue. It was pretty short, so now we're on our way to security. We've got our medallions and we're on to security. Actually, that was quite a bit of a drama getting through the security there, because basically what they were doing is just accusing everybody of having power boards on and making them open the bags up to check whether they've got power boards. So
They were confiscating.
they were confiscating them, and that's fair enough. If power boards aren't allowed and we didn't have one, that was the frustration really, because he just kept accusing me of having a power board, and I opened the bag up and opened every single thing up and there's no power board in there. Anyway,
Got one in the...
we are now on the walkway. We're on the way to get onto the ship. Here we go, outside Majestic Princess. Final stages of the boarding process. Here we go then. We are about to step on board Majestic Princess for our 3-night Seacation. Whoa, here we go. Majestic Princess. Wow, this is a wide walkway. And inside, here we go. Ooh.
Welcome aboard.
Hi, welcome aboard.
Hello.
Cute, your t-shirt. Oh, it's from Mary.
Just after we got on board, the muster station was right there on the way to the lifts. We've had some photographs taken. We're on our way to the lifts, on our way to our cabin. There are guides at the lifts that are calling the lifts and helping us to our cabin, so that's really good, really well organised. Our cabin is located on deck 10. We're in cabin C, Carib deck number 311. That lift was a bit squashy. Anyway, we've got out of the lift now. The air conditioning is lovely. We will have a walk down, so we're on the, I'm not sure whether this is port or starboard, this is starboard side, and we go down the corridors to cabin 311. Now we've got the medallion on here, so it should tell us when we get there and open our door. It's 1:45 and the world, I forget what they called it now, it used to be Horizon Court, World Marketplace, something like that. Anyway, the buffet section closes at 2 o'clock and it's 10 minutes to 2 now, so we are dashing to get some lunch at the buffet station on deck 16 aft. And our cabin was right at the front on deck 10, so it's a fair old way. We're in the World Fresh Marketplace. We've actually had lunch now. It was lovely because we were running out of time, so we grabbed some lunch, we sat down, and we've actually been chatting to the people next to us for probably about an hour now. Some really lovely people. We've just been chatting, so we didn't do any of the food, but we will get some video of the food, and it was beautiful, actually, absolutely beautiful. So we're sat here. It's been full. Right outside the window, we have got the Sydney Opera House, circular quay behind us over here, and we can't see it, but on the other side of the ship obviously is the harbour bridge. That was a lovely lunch. They've got different stations. We should need to work it all out. It's not quite as clear as to what's where, but we'll work it all out, and we'll have a look. And that is our lunch.
The choice on the buffet stations is vast, absolutely vast. And the way it's laid out, it's all in little separate sections as you go around different walkways. Yeah, different stations. So it doesn't appear to be like one big long canteen sort of affair. It makes it a lot nicer. It has that nicer feel to it, and it's all sort of rustic food and very homemade, and it's wonderful. And the other nice thing in this restaurant is you get waiter service for your drinks. So once you sit down, the waiter will bring your drinks to you, which again just makes it a lot more conducive to a nice, more relaxing meal. Plus, it's all carpeted in here, and there's a lot of soft furnishings, so the curtains and things, and padding on the chairs. And what that means is the sound is muffled. I'm a big one for, I do not like a lot of noise when I'm eating. I don't like it when it's all clangy. I just don't find that I enjoy my meal as much. So this is lovely. It's all muffled down. So we've had a beautiful lunch. I'm very happy. And check out this view.
I've just shown you the view.
Just shown the view.
There we go again though. Sydney Opera House, and the ferry's coming in. All right, our luggage has not arrived, or it hadn't arrived when we came for lunch. We'll go and check whether the luggage has arrived. I think we've got to go and see guest services. Al wants to see them about something, and then we'll see what else is going on around the ship. We're on deck 16. We've come across the glass walkway skywalk. Al won't actually do it, so here we go. Let's have a look there. We'll have a look down again when we're actually at sea.
It's actually, although we're standing on the glass here and I can't see through it, I'm quite happy. It's exactly the same thickness of glass and it's see-through, and it actually makes my knees buckle. I actually can physically...
How many actuallys do you need to use in that sentence?
It's, yeah, my whole body is going, no, don't do it, don't do it. My legs are going. And you look at this, Robert, so brave, he just walks all over it.
I'm not brave at all. My knees are going as well.
Are they? Yeah, they do. You kind of go, woo.
And there's one above as well. There's like, I think, or is there one below? Oh, you know, you can walk above, but it's not glass. Anyway, while we are here, here's the other side of the ship, and there is the harbour bridge. I'll probably go down here a little bit, but there is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Because of the weather, they have actually moved the sail away from this deck here, which is like the Lido deck. They've actually moved the sail away part from here to the piazza, which is the main sort of atrium area, which we saw when we came in.
It's cloudy. It's been raining.
Yeah,
the deck's
it's
a little bit
okay
wet.
at the moment. It's a bit cool at the moment, but it's not raining. But I can understand why they've done that for safety. So we'll see what it's like at the piazza. So party is around about 4 o'clock. Al's ordered specifically a dairy-free dessert. So we've got to pop back now and see what her dairy-free dessert is that the chef has made specially for her.
I asked the head waiter about it, or the manager.
Assistant.
And then he said, kind of snapped his fingers and said to the people behind the counter, go and get something made.
So she said, give me 15 minutes and I'll make you something. So we'll see what that is.
So I'm going to have to like it with semolina slop in a bowl like they normally give me.
Look, judging from what I've seen so far,
It looks amazing.
I think it should be okay. Anyway, we'll pop and see what it is.
Okay.
We've come back and Al has got her dairy-free dessert.
I've also got my
So
sulky...
you got 3 dairy-free desserts.
I know, but I have got my sulky face on. This is my sulky face because I don't really normally go on about whether or not I want dairy-free desserts or not, but Robert promised me that they'd gone all out on this cruise ship to do things for dairy-free, so I was expecting a lot. Anyway, they didn't have anything. Can I say, normally I don't bother.
I don't think I made such a promise. What I said was there was a notice in the cabin that said they had specific vegetarian and vegan stations.
The thing is, the desserts here are absolutely out of this world. They look amazing.
Here's my chocolate caramel something or other.
So when the manager said, make something, and that's when I said, didn't I, it's going to be slop in a bowl. So there I am. They've given me 3 little things in a bowl, and I wanted sort of cake or biscuits or one of the delicious things that they've got there. Anyway, let me try it. See if I can turn this upside down frown into a smile. Oh.
I think it was inspired by the shirts, to be honest. I think she looked at the shirts and went, what can I do that's dairy-free? I know, strawberries.
I don't think this is dairy-free.
Sorry?
I have a feeling this is sugar-free. Because they kept saying sugar-free. I was thinking maybe it's coconut cream. So, Robert, you're going to have to taste for me and tell me. Because I thought it'll be panna cotta with coconut cream. But now I'm thinking, because they keep saying sugar-free, off you go.
That was a very strawberry dessert, but we're not sure whether it actually was dairy-free, so Al's not going to risk it. I will try this chocolate and caramel, however. We'll give this one a go. Actually, a lot less sugary than that dessert. And not too strong either. Very pleasant. Yeah, not overpoweringly strong. I'll tuck this in, then we'll go and have a look around, see if the bags have arrived. They moved the sail away party inside because of the weather and noise restrictions. So we're down here in the piazza. Look, people dancing, and there's a band playing. And the band is playing on at the sail away party. I have to say, a sail away party inside, particularly in Sydney, is not quite the same as outside sailing past the harbour bridge and the opera house. By the way, it's a pretty good band though. I'm enjoying listening to the band, and there's people dancing. So, cocktail time. My cocktail is a Captain's Bounty. It's got 4 different kinds of rum in this, so very rummy. And the band's just come back, so I reckon we might be settled here for a little bit. A couple of cocktails, listen to the band, then go and get ready for dinner. What do you get then?
It's very loud in here.
It is very loud.
Music. Everybody's come out for their cocktails before dinner. So I asked for a Virgin Mary, and I always like a wedge of lime with my Virgin Mary. Let's have a look. I shall squeeze that in, and I shall tell you whether it's any good or not.
It's whether it's got the spices in, really, isn't it? So it's got the Tabasco. Is it spicy? Spicy.
It's wonderful. Oh my God, it's so peppery. That is a bloody good Bloody Mary. You know, it's really, really good. Beautiful. Oh, that's absolutely delicious.
When we got on board, we obviously went through the usual processes. We checked in at a muster station, which was directly as we were coming from the boarding to the lifts. And we checked in at our muster station. We came upstairs, and then, because it was 1:45, we went straight for lunch. We forgot to watch the safety video. Anyway, we thought nothing of it, and we've just got a notice under our door. It's 8 o'clock at night. We've got a notice under our door saying, hey, you've not watched your safety video. So even if you watch it on your television or your phone app, or you don't, they have a way of tracking you, because they realise we've not watched it, and they've sent us a message. So we're watching it now, so we're all good to go, and we don't get sent to the naughty corner. There you go. Do your muster station, watch your video. Tonight we're having dinner in the Symphony restaurant. There are 3 restaurants on board the Majestic Princess. We're in the Symphony tonight. We've sat down, there's plenty of space around us. The restaurant is not busy at all. The waiters seem absolutely so much fun. And the menu looks great. So we're looking at the menu now to see what we are going to have to eat. I don't know whether all the main dining rooms are the same and they're just in a different location. I suspect they are, but we will find out. Anyway, going to have a look at the menu, ordered a glass of wine, of course, and we will order our meal.
Our waiters tonight are a delight. Lots and lots of fun, interacting, a little bit cheeky, really lovely. Now, looking at the menu, it was a little bit slim for me, and I did fancy the French onion soup, which I would just take the crouton off normally, but blow me, it was made with a beef stock. So couldn't have that. Anyway, it's a little bit thin on the ground, to say the least, for me tonight, to be able to choose something. I will have fish. So luckily, because I will have some fish, I was able to choose the gravlax, which was a starter, and I'm just going to have that as my main. And then they have coastal prawns, so not farmed prawns, which I won't eat. They've got those, and I'm going to have those as a starter. So it's a little bit thin on the ground for me tonight, but I don't think I'm going to starve because they have the International Cafe and other options that I can have later on. So I'm not worried at all. And they've got this beautiful sort of homemade bread here, which I've taken to pieces already. And I asked for olive oil and balsamic. Here we go, which is the way I love to have my bread. And I'm just going to dip it in. Wow.
And do not forget your dessert that chef said you would.
So guest services got in touch with the chef to see whether or not they would do me a dairy-free dessert. They're going to, and I've just asked the waiter now if he would go and ask chef whether that was possible to do. I'm not bothered if they haven't done it. It was late notice, and it's cool. I'm not going to make a fuss. But again, I think it's a bonus, just as long as it's not jelly. Don't be giving me jelly as a dessert.
I have no beef with the menu tonight.
Oh, is that a clue?
Because I'm having the bitterballen, which is the crispy meatballs in sauce. Then I'm having linguine with clams, which is to refresh the palate before my beef short ribs.
Refresh the palate, it's full of cream and clams and butter.
Well, it's not beef anyway. So like before my short ribs, which I'm having as a main course, but I probably won't have dessert because I haven't got a sweet tooth. But I do have a nice, very nice actually glass. I don't know what it is. I just asked the waiter to bring me a glass of Shiraz. And he brought me a very nice Shiraz. So that will wash it down very nicely. Looking forward. Yeah.
I've got the prawn cocktail, which sounds terribly 70s, doesn't it? Instead it came with the cocktail sauce. But look, they've modernised it. So it comes in a little square glass dish. It's still got the lettuce at the bottom and then the layers of the prawns. And the cocktail sauce is, I want to do this. It's like a rich tomato salsa, and with a sprinkling of black pepper over the top, and then there's the lemon. So that looks delicious. I'm not going to try it, but yeah, it looks great. Now, what was yours, Robert?
Bitterballen. I've never heard of it before, but it is.
You're going to have to kind of swizzle a plate.
It's sort of like crispy fried meatballs, which it is, and a sauce here. I'm not sure what the sauce is. It's warm. That's what's starting.
The sauce is warm.
It's a creamy sauce. I'm not really sure what it is. Yes, it's warm. The sauce is very warm. Nice and crispy.
I've never heard
That's lovely.
of crispy meatballs. Let's have a look.
Yeah, they're not. They're more like breaded than crispy, but.
Is that veal or is it beef?
I think it's beef. Next course, linguine with clams. Now, I thought this was creamy. In fact, we both thought it was creamy, which is why I didn't order it. But it's not creamy, so she's ordered some for another course. So, hopefully that will be okay. But it looks beautiful. It's got clams, and I've had some parmesan put over the top of it, and the linguine with a tomato sauce.
For my next little course, I ordered the gravlax. it's again, they've sort of modernised a traditional dish. I'll give it a go. I'll try it.
Fantastic.
Looks fantastic.
Looks beautiful.
Gravlax, I love this. I don't know. I'm not opposed to having something a bit different, a bit modern, but I like my smoked salmon kind of nice and thin, wafer thin, as we say. If anybody has watched Monty Python, you'll know wafer thin. So everything tastes absolutely beautiful, and the quality of that food is amazing. What delight has been served to you for your main course?
Beef short rib. It's got some mashed potato and it's got something else that's tempura batter, but I can't remember what that is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This looks. Let's have a look. Oh, seriously? Did you see that? Look, we'll do another one. Oh, maybe not underneath that, but this is. Yeah, this looks great. Going to enjoy this.
Once we realised that there was no cream in this dish, it is wine and garlic, I decided to have it. Apparently we've been doing it wrong all these years by using the spoon to spoon up the spaghetti, but there looks like lots of delicious sauce here. Look, I don't know, I haven't mastered it yet without the spoon.
No, apparently not.
There we go. Pasta's just cooked to perfection.
It was actually, yes.
Sauce is really light. It's almost I'm going to say salty, but it's not salty. It's almost
That'll be the seafood.
tastes of the sea. It actually does taste of the sea rather than just salt. It's beautiful, very, very light, and the tomato is just fresh chopped tomato.
That was a
with
bonus
herbs.
for you there. Well, we have had a fabulous first night meal in Symphony restaurant, one of the three main dining restaurants here on Majestic Princess. Can't complain. It was absolutely beautiful. The waiters was such good fun. We had a laugh. We had a fantastic meal. We're going to go and see if we can see Jeff Green now. He's the comedian. He's from our neck of the woods. He's from Liverpool in England. So we're going to go and see Jeff Green down at the theatre. We've seen him before. He's very good. And see where the night takes us.
That was he's one of my favourite comedians.
He's very funny, isn't he?
From way back. I mean, way back, not on the cruise ships. I mean, back home in Liverpool. Yeah. Jeff Green. He's observational humour, and he's good. There's no sort of swearing and everything.
No, he's very clean for a later night show. It's refreshing, and he's
so funny,
hilarious. He's laugh
out loud, funny, really good.
And she did laugh out loud quite a bit. So no, we didn't take any video in there because it just wasn't.
It ruins their material. You can't see it. But
yeah, and we're
excellent.
sat quite close as well, but. If you get the chance to see Jeff Green, see Jeff Green. He is very, very funny. He's doing another show in 2 nights. So on the last night, he's doing another show. So we'll go and watch him again because he's very funny.
Now, that was our first experience of the theatre.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
And it looks deceptively small. When you very first go in, you think, oh, it's not that big. But actually, it's the way it's laid out that it's very shallow, kind of.
It is. We'll have a look around the ship and we'll do some video on the ship. So what's on now?
So there's 2 things on now that are sort of live-ish. So we've got live music. Oh gosh, I've had to pop my specs on to see what's on now. So we're on deck 7.
Yes.
Which is where the theatre is, and we're
on 6.
Okay, so we're on 6. So it's all happening on deck 5, 6, and 7. So they're sort of in the centre, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, that's where the 3 levels of the piazza or the atrium are. Live music.
So we've got. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. We've got Spotlight Karaoke. We've got live music with the party band, and then we've got live jazz starts at 11, so a little bit later on, just about half an hour.
Party band in the piazza, I think.
I think that's going to be it.
Let's go.
5. Let's go and have a look.
We're in the bar piazza. The music is rocking. There are people dancing. It's really loud. We've ordered some drinks. May stay here for a little while now. We've come to Crown Grill. There's a jazz band on here, and they're sounding pretty good. So we'll have a couple of drinks here and listen to the jazz band. I think they're only on till about maybe quarter to midnight, and we'll see where we go from there. We've left the Crown Grill bar. The jazz band's finished. They were very good. Anyway, it's nearly midnight. It's time to head back to our cabin, and we might do a quick roundup. And Al's very tired, so we might do a quick roundup and call it a night. Tomorrow is our first full sea day, so we'll hopefully get a bit of a look around the ship, find out what's going on, join in some of the activities, and yeah, all day. Okay, we are back in our cabin. That was a great day, great night. Embarkation day is always quite tiring. Al's sort of flopped out. She's gone now. She's like in bed, fast asleep. So I'll just wrap this up now. It's been a great day. It's very different coming from Sydney as opposed to Brisbane. It is quite tiring with all the extra things you need to think about because it's not sort of the automatic routine that we're used to. But yeah, this is a marvellous ship. This is a brilliant ship. We're really looking forward to exploring this ship, seeing what it has to offer. We've seen just a few things tonight, and it looks really good. So that is us for tonight. If you've liked this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos. And we will be back for our first sea day, or day 2, tomorrow. And we'll hopefully show you more of the ship. But we'll show you more of the ship. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. And we will see you in the next video. Bye. Al's fast asleep, but I took a sneaky trip down to the International Cafe. Got myself a toasted brie sandwich. I'll just have that.